If you do want to belong to the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, I can help make those things happen for you. You can be a member of the church as well. When you fill out official forms and they ask you what your religion is, you can write FSM. Tell everybody that you are a Pastafarian, that you are a member of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, that you don't wear the name of some heathen and pagan god anymore. If you do have any questions, do step right up. And until then, I will be reading some poetry, for I do like poems. Let's talk a little bit again about the great and final holy war promised by John the Revelator. John the Revelator in the Isle of Patmos in the year 90 woke up one night from a dream and decided that every Christian in the world from here on out needed to know about it. And this dream was a little bit crazy, a little bit metaphorical, but very, very violent. It describes the final war and the rapture and Armageddon and the second coming and the wonderful millennium that Christ will reign over this world as King of Kings after he has destroyed every other army on the planet. And John the Revelator decided that this was the way that it was going to go down. And since then, no Christian has believed that this earth would survive for 100 years. Ask a Christian when it's too late, when Christ will definitely have come back by. Ask them a number. Get them to say that if the year 2100 arrives, I was wrong. Get them to say this world will never last to the year 3000. That Christ will come back before then. Get them to decide on a number, because then you'll see why they do not believe in the future. Because John told them not to. He told them that there was no future for this world. Flying Spaghetti Monster disagrees, but not politely. We feel that the violence taught in the book of Revelation is what is driving our abuse of the planet today. Why would a Christian who does not believe that this planet will last 100 years care about global warming? Why would they even care? They don't even think it's possible. They believe that this world cannot be affected by us despite the evidence. Because they believe in their God first. And they believe in the final war first. They know that it will happen and they expect it soon. Very soon. Our brothers work against us for the preservation of this planet because they think this planet is not worth preserving. They see it as fallen. They see it as demonized. But that is not how Flying Spaghetti Monster sees it. Flying Spaghetti Monster tells us that this earth is not fallen. This earth is rising. This earth is awakening. And this earth is empowering. That we can take control of this and we can point this ship where we want it to go. Instead of trusting God will bring us wherever it was that He needed us to be anyway. My name is Schizophrenic Mitch. I'm a real street preacher from the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. I'm an actual minestrone with real and actual credentials that I can really and actually show you. Do step right up if you have any questions about Pastafarianism, or if you would like to tell me how wrong I am about any of the truths that I say. If you feel that your Christ is a better judge of morality than me, let's go ahead and figure it out. Let's see who is more moral, me or Christ. I am willing to put myself up against your perfect person. We're not even going to judge me against you, we'll judge me against your Christ. We'll judge whether or not I was kinder to my mother. We'll judge whether or not I spoke truth. We'll judge whether or not I am a hypocrite. We'll judge whether or not I believe in slavery. We'll judge whether or not I treat my sisters equal. And then we'll decide who is more perfect, me or the Christ of the New Testament, who despised his mother, who was racist against everybody but the Hebrews, who treated women inferior, who believed in slavery and taught you how you should treat your slaves. So who is more perfect, me or the Bronze Age Christ? Armageddon is a myth, and we can stop it. We are headed there, to the final war, the war that will burn all the humans. That is where the Christians and the Muslims are leading us. They say, pick a side, for there are only two. You are either with us or you are against us. Stand up and be armed with us or be with them. Well, Flying Spaghetti Monster says war is over. Flying Spaghetti Monster says you cannot kill in the name of love. Flying Spaghetti Monster says he doesn't want you to kill anybody. Is that what Christ says? Is that what Muhammad says? That violence is no longer necessary? Or do they say that violence is inevitable? That is why your religious friends believe in violence. They are taught that it is inevitable. But Flying Spaghetti Monster says violence is over. Does your God dare say that? Or does he need violence to enforce his control? Does he need the law of blasphemy so that you cannot criticize him, but he can criticize everything about you? Everything you do that is less than perfect is enough to damn you. Can you judge Christ the same way? That anything he does that you see as less than perfect, does that damn him? Read the book again. For he is damnable. He despised in the name of love. He lied in the name of truth. He preached hell in the name of love, fear. He preached a God of retribution, a God of vengeance, a God of jealousy. Does this sound like a divine being? Or does it sound like a reflection of ourselves that we saw in the sky? Alright, bitches. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you soon.